In this video, we're going to discuss why Raila Odinga is unfit for the AU chairmanship position. So, Raila Odinga has been trying to become Kenya's president for the longest time. Back in 1997, he vied for presidency, but he lost. Here's a billboard from that time showing Raila Odinga running for president. Now fast forward to 2007. He ran again, but he lost. He also contested in 2013, and once more, he failed to secure the presidency. In 2017, he ran again, but lost the election. Most recently, in 2022, Raila went up against President William Ruto, and he was defeated yet again. So why would Raila Odinga be trusted with the AU chairmanship when he was rejected by his own countrymen multiple times? I believe President Ruto is pushing Raila Odinga towards the AU chairmanship because he doesn't want to face him in 2027 general election. Raila, of course, is likely to run for presidency again in 2027, just as he has done in the past 5 elections. However, if Raila were to secure the AU chairmanship position, he wouldn't run for presidency in 2027, effectively clearing the way for Ruto to have an easier time in the election. This seems like a very selfish move on the Ruto's part. In true democracies, serious democracies, when someone has been rejected for presidency twice, they should respect the will of the people and move on. However, Raila Odinga has run for office 3 more times after being rejected twice. This persistence shows that Raila is not simply a public servant. He seems deeply driven by a personal desire for power and unwavering ambition to become the Kenyan president. After running for president 5 times, Raila has refused to accept the results of the election. He has denied elections 5 times. He has consistently claimed the elections were stolen, citing various reasons, whether accusing the commission for corruption or claiming vote rigging. These repeated allegations, while never conclusively proven, suggest a pattern. Raila appears unwilling to accept defeat and move forward.
A new set of leaders to take us to the next level has been thwarted by another tainted election.
The system has failed. It is the machine that is voting. We therefore reject all the results streamed so far. The figures announced by Mr. Chebukati are null and void and must be quashed by a court of law.
We as Azimio reject the 2022 election results totally.
What's even more worrying is that after losing elections, Raila Odinga organizes massive national protests, often violent ones. These protests result in widespread destruction of property, loss of lives, and bring the government to a standstill. As a result of the chaos, the sitting president often has no option but to bring Raila to the negotiating table. This is Raila's strategy. He leverages protests, stands on the grave of dead, and forces the government into a stalemate to satisfy his political ambitions. Once at the table, he dines with the very people he campaigned against, betraying his supporters in the process. Now that Raila Odinga is in government, things have taken a different turn. Instead of upholding the democratic principles he claimed to fight for, he is turning a blind eye to rampant corruption in Kenya. Deals like the Adani deal which was rejected by the Kenyan people, which did not have any accountability. Public participation did not happen.
There has been quite a bit of innuendos about Adani, and I've explained that this is a reputable company, in my knowledge. And this company actually has done very many PPP projects. I mentioned that we visited India, the invitation of then Chief Minister of State of Gujarat, Narendra Modi. And he introduced us to several Indian conglomerates. Adani was one of them, and was Mr. Ratan Tata, who was also there at the conference that we attended.
The worst thing about all this is when the people organized protest, they were abducted and others disappeared. So when this happens, Raila Odinga has remained silent. He was recently asked about this and he remained quiet, but his response has left more questions than answers. In the face of corruption and human rights violation, might well be the very main reason Raila Odinga might lose the AUC chairmanship.